What if getting rich isn't really about earning more money, but owning the right things before everyone else does? Most people work for money, then spend what's left. Wealthy people think differently. They use their money to buy assets that can produce more money, grow in value, or create opportunities. And there are 7 asset categories that consistently show up in serious wealth building strategies. Here's where the real game begins. 1. Productive businesses. The first asset is a business. A profitable business can generate cash flow without requiring you to personally trade every hour for income. This could be a traditional company, an online business, software, or even a service business. The wealthy understand one powerful principle: owning the machine is often more valuable than working inside the machine. 2. Stocks and AMP. Equity. Second, ownership in companies. Stocks allow you to own a tiny piece of businesses that can grow, generate profits, and potentially pay dividends. The wealthy don't simply ask, "How much does this stock cost?" They ask, "What am I actually owning?" Because over time, productive companies can turn capital into more capital. 3. Real estate. Third, real estate. Property can potentially provide rental income while also appreciating over the long term. And unlike many financial assets, real estate can sometimes be purchased using financing. That means a relatively small amount of capital can control a much larger asset. But remember, leverage can multiply losses too. 4. Intellectual property. Fourth is something most people completely overlook: intellectual property. Books, software, patents, courses, brands, designs, media, and other original creations can potentially generate income repeatedly. Create once. Sell, or license, many times. That's why intellectual property can become an incredibly scalable asset. 5. Skills and AMP. Human capital. Fifth, your own skills. This might sound strange because you can't put a skill in a bank account. But high-income skills can dramatically increase your ability to earn, negotiate, build businesses, and invest. Sales, technology, finance, leadership, communication, and problem-solving can become assets that compound throughout your entire career. 6. Cash and AMP. Liquidity. Sixth, cash reserves. Rich people don't necessarily keep all their money invested. Liquidity gives you something incredibly valuable: options. When markets fall, businesses become available, or unexpected opportunities appear. Having capital ready can allow you to act instead of panic. Cash isn't always about growth. Sometimes it's about freedom and flexibility. 7. Networks and AMP. Relationships. And seventh, relationships. The right network can introduce you to investors, partners, customers, mentors, and opportunities you might never discover alone. Your network can increase your access to information, and access can be extremely valuable. So the biggest difference isn't simply what wealthy people earn. It's what they own. Businesses. Equity. Real estate. Intellectual property. Skills. Liquidity. And relationships. Because income can make you comfortable, but ownership is what can build lasting wealth. The question is, which of these 7 assets are you building today?